It's a brand new year and a brand new final Terraria update has begun development. So to kick off 2023, let's talk about the latest Terraria news. First off, on New Year's Eve, we got a tweet from Senex that said, Relogic goes back to work Monday and I honestly cannot wait. The new final update should be relatively quick and small, then shh. Spoilers. Now, in response to that, somebody did say, wait, there's another update coming? And Senex responded, yeah, we're doing a small crossover with Dead Cells, and we have a few things that didn't make it into the last update that we want in before we are done. And in case you also missed the announcement, in early November, Relogic did announce that they'll be working on a new final update called Terraria 1.4.5, and we haven't seen any spoilers yet, because work didn't officially begin until today. So yesterday, Red tweeted out, it's 2023 and Senex isn't looking. Tell me your most outlandish Terraria suggestion, and I'll put it on the list. Not wanting to miss a golden opportunity, I sent forth 2 ideas, an item that lets you create your own paintings, and also music blocks, which is something that Captain Sparkles actually brought up to me when we played Terraria a while back. Well, Red responded and said, the first one is too much work and I'm lazy, but also said music blocks on the other hand. I could see I'd piqued his interest, so I responded, just think of the possibilities. Master builders could use them to recreate the Shrek soundtrack, something you know would happen, and also people like me, or maybe you, could make a simple melody that plays when you open a door, or just something like that. And Red responded, you had me at Shrek soundtrack. Done. But not only that, later on he also responded and said, you have to find the sounds they play though, which I quite like the sound of. It's something a little bit different, you know? I can picture it. You're going around Terraria, you're collecting sounds. Like, for example, if you hear a bird chirp, maybe then you could get a music block that had a chirping bird. But I also hope that we get actual music notes so that people can compose their own songs as well. Even though it would be cool to open a door and it sounds like the Moon Lord's dying or something. One person put forward the idea that 1 in 1,000 chance your fishing rod gets stolen by the fish, and Red responded, when there's a Reddit thread complaining about missing fishing rods, blame this guy, not me. Someone did follow up and said, if you do this, please make it for the really early ones and not the better few. And Red responded, nah, we're adding Moonlord fishing rod that has a 90% chance to get stolen and a 20% chance to start the moon invasion event. And for real, it's likely a joke, but I don't really put it past Red. This is something that belongs in Get Fixed Boy. One person put forward the idea of a Moonlord tentacle whip, and Red responded, yeah, okay, sure. Which I know is going to make a lot of people happy, because I always see people asking for more whips. One person put forward the idea that the umbrella item should shield you from nimbuses, to which I responded, this seems like such an effort for only a small thing, but I love it, and I do. And Red responded, Terraria is a collection of a lot of effort for small things. It adds up. Chrono themselves actually responded as well and said, Sunlord, every boss can be shimmered. And the thing is, I actually love the idea of shimmering bosses because it reminds me of a tweet we saw from Chrono back in September. When asked why the boss sprites exclusive to China look so much cooler, Chrono actually responded and said, the answer, many of these were made 10 plus years ago by people who were inexperienced artists, and as years went by, they were kept as legacy sprites to honor their original creation. Eye of Cthulhu and Eater of Worlds, for example, were made by Redigit himself, and preserving them was a conscious choice. They also said, our team makes constant effort to improve Terraria's visuals, to the point where some sprites had multiple visual revisions across years of updates. But overall, we tried to tread a line between improving quality and keeping the game's visual identity close to its roots. Now, I'm not saying that classic bosses need a new sprite, but if the Terraria artists ever had a burning passion to reimagine some of those classic sprites, well, being able to shimmer a boss would open the door to that, and it would be pretty cool to see what a modern take on an older boss would be. And the last thing to talk about today is a poll from Red that said, would you rather Terraria 2, Terraria 1.5, Fantasy Life successor, or multiplayer Castlevania. And after 33,000 votes, Terraria 2 won. Now, me personally, I vote for Terraria 1.5. And the reason I personally vote this way is because, as we all know, Relogic make banger updates. But if it gets to a point where the engine doesn't allow that creativity, well, I'm voting Terraria 2 any day. But I want to know, how would you vote on this poll? Let me know in the comment section down below. Make sure to click subscribe if you haven't already to keep up to date with all things Terraria, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.